So I am absolutely delighted to be joined today by the wonderful Rafał from Poland, who will be competing this year with his song The Ride. How are you doing?
Hello, Rosie. It's a pleasure to talk with you. Pleasure to meet with you. I'm okay. I'm doing fine. I'm alone in my hotel room waiting for the decision of EBU to perform in semi-final two. Our team is doing great. It's okay, but I think they are still a little bit like sporty angry that they want to fight, being on the stage. But we have one person with the COVID in our team. So uh, nothing else to do, just waiting for that and waiting for the ride of our lives right now. We will make it through it, I think so.
Exactly. How have you been sort of occupying your time while you've been in your hotel room?
Oh, so actually, I have a microphone here to
Ooh.
sing a little bit, and to practice. I have a recording card for recording session to practice the singing the song. Of course, I have a dancers and I have a choreography, and they are practicing in their own hotel rooms.
Mhm.
Uh, so this is a little bit strange. We were waiting for that, and on from one rehearsal to another, we have a great progress, to being on prepare for the main event. But so I have few interviews. I can watch a little bit what's going on in the press, and of course start to prepare something new after Eurovision with the music. And so I have now a lot of time for that to discuss, to think a little bit. But ready to go with this wonderful time. I was expecting to see something more like Amsterdam or here. We had a trip with in plans and everything was canceled. So, but I think the main thing, the main purpose, and this path for us is to be in Thursday on the stage, actually, and Wednesday on a rehearsal. But
Mhm.
still, all the time is something to do.
Definitely. And huge fingers crossed to everybody in your team that you
Thank you.
everything makes it onto stage on Wednesday and Thursday and possibly
Thank you.
Saturday as well. You never know.
Yeah, that will be a great bonus for us and great award for this situation. But you never know. We try to do our best. We'll be happy for that.
Absolutely. So you've almost sort of touched on what my next question is already, but
Yeah.
so The Ride is obviously a massively energetic song. You're dancing, you've got all of your dancers with you, you're singing at the same time, you've got all the camera work going everywhere. So how do you prepare to perform something like that?
Oh, yeah, it's a great question. And of course, we want to have a show, like a big show, because the stage is huge, and we want to have all the instruments, stage, the lights, the fireworks, and all the choreography with that. And so the on the first rehearsal, we need to compare all those elements together. The lines, cameras, and etc. We had some problems with the one, moving pad that we had the stairs there. So during you sing at that and you just go down with singing, you need to focus on your voice. So that's why I was practicing to have to be in a good condition,
Mhm.
to take a big breath and just sing that, because you need to stay in tune and watch out for that if you're moving. And of course, that's a little bit hard situation, but it's it's worth to do that. And I think we need to create imagination that everything is easy and it's soft and you are gentle and you don't feel like a pressure, like you sing that. And so you need to be in a good condition to and being prepared on the stage. And yeah, I really want to be inside this choreography with the dancers. Of course, I'm not a dancer and I'll never be. with so good as my friends. But if you are part of that and you just compare with them, that's really huge, and it looks really great.
Awesome. I mean, you've had your Dancing with the Stars experience, so
Yeah, but
doing
it
better
was,
than anything I ever could.
yes, but it was Dancing with the Stars. So we have a Latino dance, a rumba, waltz, and so on. So this is a modern dance, and there are movements like, in a pop or a jazz, little bit in music. But you know what the most difficult is for me is when you are a musician and you are a singer, your counting is different,
Mhm.
because you feel the pulse of the song, like you don't count 1 2 3 4 1 2, and if you play the music, you just feel the tempo and you listen to the groove and you sing to the groove of the song. But
Yeah.
if you are dancing, you need to go step by step, 1 2 3 4, 1 2, touch. So everything is straight ahead in a point. But if you sing, so uh, I can show you that. So if I have the first strophe,
Mhm.
so it's 1 2 3 4, lights. It's on one, lights. But if you are singing that, you need to sing lights.
Yeah.
So this is the different situation. So you need to be in the groove a little bit back, but you need to dance in the tempo. So this is strange,
Getting all the
but
coordination.
yeah. So if you are used to it, if you perform on the stage with the dancers and you sing that. So I have a break like 7 years or 8 with that, and so this is something new for me, and I feel
Awesome.
okay with that.
Fantastic. Another thing I was really interested about was the
Yeah.
music video for the ride. So I know you filmed that in the Neon Museum,
Yes.
which I thought was really cool. I'd never actually heard of that, but could you tell us a little bit more about the filming process for
Of
it?
course, it was the idea of our director, because the song is a little bit retro and classic,
Mm.
and I want that, and I really want to have this type of song, and so and of course I tried to sing it in English. So we decided to have some Polish accents, and those neons are very famous. They were very famous, and they are from 80s and still working, and we have a great museum of that, and with the colors and everything, you feel that in a different world, like inside a video game, or Tron, or like Atari games from 80s. And so if you put the dancers inside, and the cameras and the drones around you, you feel that you are in some kind of unrealistic, surrealistic world, like a video game. So we decided to do that, and I think we like that. And we have a lot of Polish accents with those neons, because they are very, very famous in Poland. I was since I was a kid, I remembered that. So it was a great idea, and I think I like that, and the idea was really cool.
It looks really great. So are you a big
Thank
video
you.
games person, or is that um,
Those old classic games, yeah. But now if I need to decide or prepare, I always decide to play piano instruments, not like a
not
video
video
game.
games?
Sometimes, like last my last video game was like Lego Star Wars or whatever.
I love
It was
it.
really cool. And Jurassic World, Jurassic Park with that. It was really crazy, and I have fun with this.
Fantastic. Something else I noticed, since you've been in Rotterdam, you've been so active on social media. I've enjoyed your Instagram posts and your TikToks and everything.
Yeah.
So what sort of role does social media play for you?
Well, it's a good question, because you know that we realize that in music it's not only the music, but this distance between you and the fans.
Hmm.
And of course, uh, I think social media, all those things, is really now important with the music, because it's always compared that. Even if we are inside a rehearsal, there's a different department of social media in here with professionals that they know that we need to record TikToks or Instagram posts or stories or whatever. So I think you can directly connect to the people. For instance, this evening I have a live meeting with the fans or with the guests.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
yeah, so you can say them just exactly what you need, and there's no other, the best way to connect with them, because sometimes the journalists can say a little bit different things. And so the truth is when you are talking to the people and you say the truth, how you feel, what's going on, what's the prod, what do you feel about this situation. So
Yeah.
I think it's a big connection, and of course wonderful platform for the people to know you better. And if they like you, if they decide to be a part of your social media, they are with you, and they all the time want to have something new, from you. So that's a challenge for me, for example, because I was not used to it, to be all the time in social media.
Yeah.
But I think that is really important.
Fantastic. And so, sort of looking back at your career, you've been in the music industry for getting on 20 years now.
Yes, of
You've
course.
worked with bands, you've been a solo artist.
Yeah.
So, if somebody is a fan of the ride and they want to find out more of your music, which songs should they start with first?
Oh, yeah. So that's really a nice question. This is the first question I have from you like that. And I need to think a little bit. So thank you, Rosie. Yeah, in this year I have a 10th anniversary of my solo career. So like a
Amazing.
Rafał or Rafał, I have only one song in English. So it's the Sky Over Europe, and it was like in 2017, and my proposition for the Eurovision, and I took a second place in Polish eliminations with that. And but the rest is probably more in Polish.
Mhm.
So the biggest hit, it was Tak Blisko. It's called So Close. You can translate that.
Fantastic.
And this song is really soft and gentle, and it's good for a summer to listen up, to feel a little bit joy. And so I think I suggested to start with those songs, and maybe in the future I will have a chance and opportunity to sing it in English or in different languages, because you never know. You can sing in Italian or Spain or Russian or French language also, if it's the purpose for that.
Definitely. And you've got such this huge sort of multicultural experience, probably most notably to Eurovision viewers as the host of Junior Eurovision
Yeah, of
last year.
course.
So, what's
Yeah.
the transition been like from hosting the junior contest to competing in the adult contest?
That's really nice question, because if you are hosting that, first of all, you are responsible for the atmosphere. We have a really different situation in Polish studio, because we don't have an audience with just few
Yeah.
persons, and all those things was online. So we need to create with my friends Ida and Małgosia. We need to create the energy for them, that we are inside something big. Of course, you feel that pressure if you look into the camera, just straight to the camera. You can feel that you have a million viewers just in front of you.
Mhm.
But the only reason is that, of course, the atmosphere, and being a journalist, a responsible person, like a pilot in a plane, like a captain. If something is, the engine is failure, or whatever, you know the procedure, what to do to save, to have a safe land.
Yeah.
And we had the same information. If the connection you lost, you need to do that. If we don't have a voting system open, you do that, you say that. That's the only the problem. So sometimes in the rehearsal they make mistakes for us, that we should respond for that. So, and was a great opportunity and great chance. And I'm looking for the hosts of this Eurovision, and I know that they knew the same, all the procedures.
Yeah,
And but of course, if you are on a stage, you perform with something new. You create a music, and I think music is most important. Why? Because without the music, there's no hosting.
yeah,
You need to have a music to host that. So
absolutely.
I think it's most important to be a musician on a stage, and the creation of your music, all the inspiration. People can talk about it, they can like it or not, but they are talking about this, of
Yeah,
course, how the music perform, how you look on the stage, and they can sing that, they can cover that. So this is something huge, I think. And this, and look, a big Eurovision is really huge.
yeah,
Junior Eurovision is good, okay, but it's not so huge like this one. It's something, a different level.
definitely. And so you do your music, you do your presenting, you've done
Yeah.
Dancing with the Stars, you were a professional wrestler, you have all of this experience. So what do you like to do to relax? What do you like to do when you just get to be by yourself and
Um,
have
I,
some
I'm
downtime?
yeah, I'm a pilot, and
Amazing.
I'm flying with my aircraft, and a little bit practicing aerobatics in sports club.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, that's really nice, because I love to be in air, and the fly. You feel free. You don't think about nothing, on the ground, like management, the telephones, the calls from something. You need to fix that. You need to pay for that. You need to do all those stuff. You need to remember. But you are focusing on flying, and conducting the plane, and focusing on landing, and you feel this wonderful energy and wonderful space. Of course, if I have free time, I'd like to go on a bicycle, have some jogging, kite surfing, or with a motorboat, just spending time on the lakes, in the mountains. I feel I need to have some type of energy from the nature, that you are a part of the nature, and you are not stressing in this environment. If you are in that, then you can come back to the civilization, and you need to work hard with the lights, neons, and the music, and the stress situation, and all. You need to look well, you need to perform well all the time, but
Mhm.
it's a really huge energy. That's why you need to focus for your good self condition, something else.
Definitely. So I have two final questions for you.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
first of all, in the video and the performance, your
Yeah.
sunglasses have become something of a trademark. How many pairs do you own?
I think like 4, 6 with me right now. Yeah,
Just in
they are they
Rotterdam.
they are ready. They are ready. I think I can show you some of that, but I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got some. Yeah, one of this here, one of this here, one
All
another.
different types.
Yeah. So yeah, but let me just check when I have those from the clip. Just a second.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Oh, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm so
Are you ready
excited to see
whenever you
this.
are? So let's go for the ride. I got it.
Yes, I love it. That's
And
amazing.
they are really cool. They are really cool. So
I also love how I can sort of see the ring lights reflected in
yeah,
the
yeah.
ride.
I have a ring light. Lights
Amazing.
beating down the rainy street. Da 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 da. So baby, you're the for the ride of your life. High above ground, living in loud. I'm gonna take it to the end of the line. Taking the fight, make it all right. Okay.
Love it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Rosie. That was a pleasure.
And so, final question.
Yes.
What would you like to say to the people who are watching and supporting you in Rotterdam this year?
First of all, thank you for all the supports to all the contestants. And my fingers crossed are for everybody, because this is a hard time, hard pandemic situation. I know what I'm feeling right now, to being like a big close person in the room.
Mhm.
But still waiting to be open up. And open up is the great challenge and slogan for everyone in this year. So please, guys, open up to this contest and believe that the music is the power of everything, and love creation. And of course, in the future, hope to have a nice events and concerts to meet with the people in front of the stage. So this is most important. Of course, if you can vote for the right and for me to go with those votes for the final round, it's super. Thank you for that and all the support. And I have a great pleasure to meet you and to say hello to all the European fans of Eurovision. So many greetings and hugs from Polish team.
Amazing. Thank you so, so much for your time. And it has been so lovely to talk to you.
The same. Thank you, Rosie. It was a pleasure. You are a fantastic person with great energy. And, if I feel energy from one person to another, I feel okay. So thank you so much.
I can feel it coming through Zoom right now.
Yes, of course.
I'll just stop the recording.